What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today is an amazing day for Lucid, especially going into their upcoming earnings, which is happening at the end of the business day. But there was a huge catalyst that came out. I do want to talk about that and what that actually means for us as investors. At the end, I'll go over some updated data points, especially leading up to their earnings, and tie it all together with some technical analysis at the end. But before we get into any of that, you guys know the deal. Smash a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto. I do it all, so make sure you do subscribe. Also, don't forget to take a look at my Discord, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that, let's get right to it. So looking at this intraday chart, it is very much amazing. There's a lot of different factors that's leading up into this, one of which is FOMO going up into their earnings. In case you do not know, February 28th, so today exactly after market close, there's a lot of things that they're going to be talking on, and now we know technically there is going to be talking about this, which is a huge catalyst. That is what just came out roughly about 9 hours ago, give or take. This is a very big deal. So their economic city announces a contract sign off with Lucid Limited Liability Company for a 25-year lease agreement. So this is up until 2047. So this is a very big deal. This is the first contract as far as plot of land outside of the USA, and actually showing so far, and as of right now, and I do say this quite a lot, Lucid hasn't let us down as far as investors one bit. So seeing this, they're actually doing exactly what they say once again. So this is something as well very exciting leading up to their earnings, because most likely it means they are going to actually bring this up in their future guidance. They're going to bring this up, what that actually means and what their next steps are going to be. So this is very exciting for us as investors, and you can tell based on the price. And looking to my left live ticker, you can see 9.45% up today, 18.4 million shares being traded within the first 2 hours of the trading day, whereas 54 is the average. So it does seem like today is a little bit more of a heavy volume day, so we might actually meet our average, which hasn't been that case for the last 3 weeks, give or take. Block volume, 1.6 million shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds today alone. So again, in that aspect, a lot of institutions are backing up the bus. So right now, again, this is a very exciting time, and this is a very big catalyst. And not only that, but there is still a lot of big things that they will be talking on. So technically, there is going to be in Saudi Arabia, the first showroom opened. I believe it is going to be by the end of Q1 2022. So this is a very big deal, which this would definitely help with the overall reservations going up and up. So that will be something for us to watch for in the next earnings. Not necessarily this one. So it is very exciting to see all of this kind of go underway and step by step, especially from the ground. We've been able to see them declare things, them actually come out and say that as far as the factory is going to be done by 2025-26. So again, coming from this whole standpoint about Saudi Arabia, I'm very excited about that. Clearly, a lot of people match that as well, because it is currently up 9.5%. So there's a lot of big things going on. And like I said, this couldn't have come at a better time, because they are going to bring this up during their guidance. So I'm very excited about that. And not only that, but I'm going to talk on some, as far as some updated data points, one of which is short interest. Short interest has been all over the place, and I did bring it up on Friday. They actually did close out roughly about 10% of their position, so that is a very big deal. 1730 is the short interest as of right now, down roughly about 7% from 1 week prior. Utilization is at 100%, and on a day-by-day change, despite it going up and rallying today, they're actually increasing by 0.58%, which works out to be 1.28 million shares being additionally shorted. And I just want to quickly touch on some options activity. So as of right now, and over the last little bit, a lot of big money has been getting into options. So $8.67 million worth of options being done again within the first 2 hours of the trading day, with 60% of them being positive. So this is a nice change of events, especially more so on Friday. Only 5% was positive, and overall all last week 29% was positive. So again, very exciting from the investor standpoint. And with that, just want to quickly touch on some technical analysis. So looking at this, I have the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So overall, everything that you need to know. And I have been saying for the last couple of videos, so in case you don't subscribe to me, make sure you do, because I do daily videos on Lucid and trending stocks and everything like that. But more specifically, when it comes down to Lucid, I said looking at stochastic, technically there was a small deviation starting to occur, anticipating that there is going to be a big rally coming, and it very much did. And not only that, I did say that most likely Monday we are going to transition from the lower to the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band, which is exactly happening as well. Momentum, number of buyers is going up as well, and RSI is currently at 48, so fairly neutral. So given the circumstances of what's happening, especially leading up to their earnings, I think a lot more investors are now very much excited for Lucid. And again, they may not have the best numbers that come out, such as from earnings per share or revenue, but is the future guidance things that a lot of people are going to be focusing on. So that is one thing, in my opinion, is going to be its saving grace. Similarly, what happened in the Q3 earnings. So again, it's one of those things, very good time to get in despite it being up roughly about 10% or 9.5% for Lucid. But again, it's one of those things, it depends on your time horizon. Long term, nobody's really going to care about these short-term movements or these short-term pains, whatever you want to call it. Long term, it is going to be 100, 200 plus, and people aren't really going to care at the end of the day, right? But again, it all depends on your time horizon, what you feel is a good investment. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. But again, I just want to say what a big catalyst this is, and it couldn't have come at a better time, especially on the day, on the eve, whatever you want to call it, of their earnings. So again, I'm very excited for this, and a lot of people are going to be tuning in for their earnings. And in case you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe, because I'm going to be streaming the earnings with Lucid Motors, so definitely make sure you guys stay tuned for that. With all that, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. If you haven't already, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said, appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.